Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. All right, pile in. Or not. Boom, there we go. Making me nervous. I thought maybe YouTube hated me here. Come on, man. Give me them views. Got 15,000 people. Tell them that I'm live. Drop fire on their ass. Oh, man. It's Monday morning for me. Just got out of the gym. Literally, still stinking like the gym. Feeling the gym funk, but I got a lot to go through today. I'm excited. There we go. Got my moderator. All right, he's gonna keep it safe in here for us, because I know we got some crazy people out there, and he's gonna help keep the peace. All right, so there's a lot that I want to go through. Welcome to another live stream. I missed you. You know, I told you Friday that I missed you guys, so I want to start doing more of these. And it's a great way for me to quickly talk about a lot of the shit going on without having to like chunk this down into here's a video for this, here's a video for that. You know what I mean? So just real quick, if you could just go ahead and like the stream, you know, for my diehards, you know, for the true crypto junkies, please just go ahead and like the video or like the stream. And then after, please make a comment or share it or do something, because basically, because we weren't posting and we stopped the live streams, we got put in, not YouTube jail, but essentially the social algos like just put us down at the bottom. So the quality of email server that they'll use to email notifications is worse. How many people get the notification that we're live is a lot lower. So yeah, it sucks, but we gotta get the momentum going again. So yeah, crypto guy who lives. Look at that. Just look at that. Jay ain't playing around. Also, too, like all jokes aside, you know, my back and my health was pretty bad for a couple months. You know, I fell out of it, and it was when I first got into crypto that I went like balls deep into it, and I completely like gave up health to a degree. Started having some liver problems, and in my back, you know, I've been fighting injuries because, you know, I used to do bodybuilding, and I've been training since I was like 16, 17. So, I mean, I'm fucking 32 now. I got some mileage on the physical body. So I had all these back problems, and I couldn't find good treatment here where I am in Indonesia. And then finally it's like, I was like, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going to start training. And then within a matter of literally, I think a day or 2 days, I found a chiropractor, I found acupuncturist, I found deep tissue massage therapist that was like the perfect blend to get me back on track. And what do you know, here we are like a month later. It's been a fairly hard road back. You know, I had problems with lymph nodes and all kinds of stuff in my actual muscular body that we had to get through. But now, oh baby, I'm feeling good. I'm starting to be able to go heavy again. I can squat, I can deadlift without pain. Just watch, okay? You'll see. I don't got to talk, I just do. All right, so let's talk crypto. Let's first catch up on some news. Actually, before we catch up on some news, let's take a step back. I know I'm excited. I know this is kind of not really like a happy piece, but it's a reality piece. And so I want to remind you of something very important. Every day, you got to wake up and remind yourself of why you're doing what you're doing. Whether it's with crypto, whether it's with your day job, whether you're in, you know, an insanely hard financial position. I've been there. I've been in many, okay? Regardless of what you got going on, you got to wake up every single day and remind yourself of what you're actually fighting for, what you're actually doing. And I think what we're all working towards is we're working towards not only financial freedom, but we're working towards sovereignty or regaining sovereignty that we might feel we lost. The world is rapidly changing, and it's now required. There's so much more required than ever before. And the idea of showing yourself up in other countries, the idea of showing yourself up in other assets, commodities, is now like a requirement. It's no longer like, oh, that investing stuff is, that's not for me. No, dude, if you're going to make it, if you're going to have financial security to any level, I now feel that it is an absolute requirement to have a lot of different pieces in your portfolio in different areas. Real estate piece, precious metals piece, digital currency piece, fiat piece, like all of that ensures your safety and your protection. So just to kind of fuel that and pick at the pain that we all have for a second before we get started, remember that the big banks, and I hate to say it so bluntly, but they're a fucking scam. Like, look at this article. Big banks reckon $6.4 billion in ATM and overdraft fees. It's not all the banks. It's 3, actually. JP Morgan, Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. This is for 2017. 3 banks brought in $6.4 billion in 1 year off of you and off of me. You know what I mean? Like that, ooh, baby, that pisses me off. That really gets me going. And when I read pieces like this, like I don't just let it like trigger me and get me angry and spun out of control. I use that energy. I use that feeling that it makes in me, and I take that out on my day. I take that out on what I got to do. I use that and I transmute that in my own way to drive me forward. And I suggest if you're not already doing this, you do the same thing. The reality is that there's a lot of people that are walking around touting fake truths. And all these fake truths are just social conditioning. And it's because they've been around for so long that we take them at face value as being true. They're not. They're not. There's a war going on right now, whether you realize it or not. And there's many layers to this war, this battle. And one of them is the war and battle on on cryptocurrency and digital currencies. And you got to remember that, like, a lot of the news that you're reading is not real. A lot of the news that you're reading is supposed to be positioned in a way to make crypto look a certain way. And now, even right now, with Jamie Dimon coming back on his word, JP Morgan saying that, hey, we were wrong, Bank of America admitting that cryptocurrency poses a big threat, yet we're still here. We still got a ton of people talking bad about it. And it's just fear. It's just because it's so new and we're so used to this thing over there that we're not giving this thing right here in front of us enough credit. We're not giving this thing enough of our attention. And so I still firmly believe that everybody who's watching this stream, everybody, 4,300 members now in the private Discord community, you're at the cutting edge. You're still at the very beginning of this thing. You're at the tippy top, but it hasn't even gotten started yet. Remember that. It may be overwhelming to keep track in cryptocurrencies. I know that. But keep your finger on the pulse. Stay with it, my friends, okay? Stay with it. All right. Enough of that sad stuff. Let's talk about some great stuff. Okay, I want to talk and catch up on some news pieces that I think are way more significant than most of us realize, all right? First one being Venezuela accepting or going all crypto. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. What I mean is there's a big ripple effect to this. Just the fact that they raised their hand and said, we're doing it, guys. We're going to be the first ones to be all crypto is a big statement. That they do, they put that in quotes, they do not like that. What is that? The IMF, the World Bank, they don't like that. Because fiat currency is a business, guys. Remember that. The Fed, the Federal Reserve, is not the U.S. government. It's its own private business. It was established in 1913. It's its own business that was established by bankers, not the government. All right? So they don't assume that they have your best interest at heart. And also don't assume that's the only way to do it. Because cryptocurrency, now Venezuela is obviously saying, hey, you know what? Like this fiat shit, we've had enough. We're going to try this crypto stuff. Even if this fails for them, it doesn't matter. It's already set forth a precedent that says this shit is serious. Like if it wasn't being said before, it's now at a new level. It's just graduated, junior high into high school. All right? So this is a good thing overall. It sets a tone and it says that this is possible. There's others doing it. you maybe can do it. You should look more into this. All those are presuppositions now with this one move. Beautiful. Next piece. Arizona Senate passes bill to allow tax payments in Bitcoin. Here's what I love about this is they should have rolled this out with the new tax laws in the entire country. Just proves how backwards everything is. You know, we got grandma and grandpa running our fucking country. I don't know why, okay? We need cutting edge, okay? Cutting edge thought process, cutting edge technology, cutting edge fast-paced movement, all right? The world is moving too fast right now. And I hate to say it, but the Senate, a lot of the government bodies, they just can't keep up, all right? So picture this for a second. They roll out this tax bill, which it's very aggressive towards crypto. Simultaneously, they say, boom, you can pay your tax bill with crypto. 100% across the board, every single state. That would have been a better move. You know what I mean? Like, because now we can keep it in the thing that we're now generating this new income from. And we could just, poof, like, how easy would it have been to just kick off the tax payment in crypto versus having to convert that back over to fiat or whatever else you had to do to pay your tax bill? It would have made the barrier of doing lower, right? Which look at, there's a few articles that have been posted. I don't have this up in front of me, but the percentage of people who filed taxes on crypto is like, it's low. You know, people be hiding. You know, they're lying about this shit. And that makes me laugh because all they had to do, like, not all they had to do, but something that would have increased the conversion rate of this whole process. Just accept crypto. That's it. So anyways, what's this saying for Arizona? Well, it's saying we're not fucking around and we are going to become a hub. We're going to become a main center for blockchain technology. That's what a move like this echoes and it presupposes, okay? Also, too, now you can expect a lot of other states to follow suit. Another piece that I heard about is that, I don't know if it's Arizona. We were talking in Discord yesterday. Somebody dropped this soundbite on me and I liked it. I couldn't find the article though. There are now casinos working on a private, well, I guess you could call this intellectual property, like a patented IP process to batch out and accept cryptocurrencies for slot machines, for all your gambling. That is going to be when we really cross the threshold. If crypto wasn't big up until that point, that will literally be the crescendo moment when that technology like is realized and rolled out. Because here's what they're basically going to do. They're going to like every slot machine or every machine is going to have its own node. And so they'll be able to batch out in bulk because it would not make sense at all to run this one by one, right? So they're working on running each machine off its own node, and then they'll batch this out. And so when you're done trading completely, or done gambling rather, when you're done gambling completely, they'll just like batch out all your transactions, and it'll all get rolled into this previous batch, and that'll cut down on mining costs, that'll cut down on transaction fees. But also to understand that as soon as all the Bitcoin is mined, then all we'll move over to is a model of transaction fees, not a mining fee, but a transaction fee. Same thing as any other currency. So this, what they're working on now, is going to be huge. It's going to be an absolute game changer. And all the other casinos will do it, of course. The online casinos are already doing it. Some of the casinos in Las Vegas have already been accepting crypto, or Bitcoin rather, since 2014. But there's a long laundry list now, including the D, that accepts cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, in the casino, okay? So that will be another big moment for crypto. Bitcoin especially is when when all this is rolled out, because what that's then showing is that there's a successful way to batch out mass transactions using cryptocurrency and have it be cost effective for the business, for the establishment. And that's going to be big. That's going to be a big one. All right. What else we got? Oh, moving into my kind of news is Crypto Junkies Toolset. The UI is finally ready to go. Here's a quick look at it. Currency converter, calculator. We got Bitcoin chart, all the news popping off. If you want to donate to us, that's all integrated into the tool itself. This will be only for Discord chat members. We have 4,300 people who have just said, Jay, you know what? I like you. I like what you're saying. You bring me value. I'm going to bring you value back. So here's another way that I'm continuing to serve the community. We are continuing to serve the community, because this wasn't just me. This was a group effort. The entire team behind the scenes. Thank you, by the way, for working tirelessly since what? October on this. It makes me want to cry how long it's taken to do this. And if you look at the functionality that we have, it's not like this thing is, you know, making you pancakes and scratching your back. Just sometimes shit takes longer than you thought it would. And you got to keep moving forward, you know, like nothing, like everything else, you got to keep moving forward. So we got a ticker at the top. We'll continue to work on integration. We're going to allow a widget-based dashboard that you can just make your own dashboard yourself. We're starting to integrate all the training. So level 1 trading training, which is primarily focused on the Mad Hatter strategy. Boom. Everything in there. You're going to get access to some more exclusive tutorial style training from myself. We got all the Mint Builder training in there for those guys who are just absolutely crushing it. The team has doubled in size in, I think, like the last 2 months. Some information and charts on gold, so you can keep your finger on the pulse of gold. We're gonna build this out to be all precious metals. So we'll probably cover silver, and then we'll cover palladium, platinum, some of the other more popular precious metals. Okay, and so that'll continue to get built out. We'll be integrating level 2, which level 2 trading will have exclusive access to 3 exponential moving average strategies that I'm about to drop in here soon. We're going to be building out a Haasbot trading section as well for exclusive training for our community on using the bot. And yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, first look. The Inner Circle members are going to get first access to this. They're going to get to sign up today and start using it. My hope and my intention with this from the very get-go, you guys know this, was just to take like 5 tabs and put them into one. So you don't have to keep going back and forth to the Discord. Oh, what is ETH to the US dollar or any crypto? Okay, let me get that. Okay, what's Bitcoin looking at? This, I hope, will become a part of your daily process. Okay, you wake up in the morning, you're wiping the crust out of your eyes, drinking your morning coffee, and you're checking this out, getting up to date on a lot of your positions and holdings. That being said, we're also going to be integrating more index stuff. Okay, so one thing I will say with the channel moving forward, you feeling my energy? Fuck, man. If you're not feeling it, you need to wake up, because I got it today, baby. I got it. So one thing I will say moving forward is there's going to be 2 things I'm going to start talking about more. I'm going to start talking and integrating more of the Intelligent Investor, Benjamin Graham's book, which is like a, I think, worldwide recognized smart way to invest, not speculate. We're going to start to challenge not only my own beliefs and bias, but everybody's in the community. We're going to start to integrate more of those strategies into what we're talking about, because I think that's an epic foundation for smart investing. And then the second thing we're going to be talking about more and more and more is the indexes. I'm going to pound indexes in your head until you're just talking it in your sleep. And the reason why is because I think a 10 to 15% of everybody's portfolio minimum should be put into an index. If not, up to 25% of your portfolio should be put into a crypto index. Reason why? It's simple. It's going to go out and work for you. It's going to go out and cycle through coins and build up Satoshis for you on whatever you want. Top 5, top 10, top 30, top 100 coins. That's huge. So if you go out and, you know, a lot of the guys in the community, well, some of the community left. When we stop talking about lending, they bounce, which good. See you later. I don't want you in there. If you thought the only value I brought to you was talking about lending program bullshit, then you're clueless, okay? The value is so much deeper than that. So people that are still in a community that went through the lending debacle, went through the cloud mining stuff, are left a little bit like, what do I do now? An index, I think, should become a new core component, like basic. One of the first things you do, plop $500 into an index. If you're working on a smaller budget, if you're working on a bigger budget, thousands. Like I said, it should be somewhere between 10 and I would say very aggressive 25%, but 10 to 15%, just fine. Okay? And just leave that alone. That brings us into, well, I could segue into today with the Haasbot. Let me just give you a quick tease. We're going to be in the Haasbot itself. We're going to be doing the index bot. Okay, I'm going to be showing you that. I'm going to be walking you through some of my exciting stuff here. But first, ICO pool. A lot of people have been asking me about this. Remember, I presented this last Friday on the live stream. This whole ICO pool thing that we've teamed up with Crypto Enthusiast and their team, okay? They got a team of researchers that go out and research ICOs. Pretty simple, right? We were going to do the same thing. we were struggling to put it together. I didn't have a framework. I didn't have SOPs or standard operating procedures or anything to do this correctly. So they got it already going. They're using PrimaBlock to use smart contracts. We all send in, the minimum is 0.5 ETH. They go out and scout the best tier 1 ICOs in the game, get usually exclusive bonus coin amounts, right? 20, 30, 50%. And they're getting us into private action, okay? Private ICOs, private stage of the ICO, exclusive, whatever you want to call it. This is the stuff that unless you had over 100,000, maybe even over $1 million to invest yourself into that ICO, you wouldn't get access to this stuff. Pulling a group of people together, everybody pays 0.5 ETH minimum to get in on these ICOs, and boom, you get access to some premium ICOs, okay? That is predominantly taken over the ICO channel chat, okay? But yeah, if Captain, if you could go ahead and link them out, that would be epic, brother. But I think it's all the way at the bottom of this live stream. No, it's not. Okay, I lied. I think Cap can hit you with some links. There's a Telegram group to go and chat and see what it's all about. If you like it, great. Also, there's a announcement Telegram channel. That is day of. As soon as it's all lined up, the deal's locked, time to go, they do a countdown timer. They open it up. First come, first serve. Get in there. Send your ETH off to their root wallet address on PrimaBlock. And look at this one. I did this one yesterday. And I did this on purpose. I rushed to put this together because I wanted to be able to show it off today. So this was Origami. I had to look to even see what it was. There's so many ICOs. I don't even know the names of them. So this is Origami Network. And this one opened up yesterday. I jumped in immediately. And here we go. It's not in my account yet, but it's credited on my account, as you can see. So they're mine. There's no way that I can lose this, right? So I just wanted to show off the actual process and the legitimacy of it. I shot a part yesterday where I was going to cue that into today, but I'm still working on my Stream Deck and figuring out how to cut stuff and have you guys still hear the audio. Bear with me. By probably the end of March, April, when I get back from Vietnam, the streams will be much more fun, okay? There's a lot of stuff that we're working on. I'm getting my Stream Deck all set up so that I can kind of seamlessly plug funny memes and some stuff, more of my personality in this. So I had that all shot. Obviously, we can't go through it. So I used MetaMask, which is what I use for ERC20 stuff now. I was using my Ether wallet. I hate my Ether wallet, honestly. It's confusing. I don't like it. It does what it says, and that's great, but it's just, yeah, outside of that, I don't like it. Okay? So just wanted to show you. I paid 0.5 ETH. This is what I got in terms of tokens before bonus. So I don't know what the bonus is. I didn't even look. I don't really care. Like my whole goal with these ICOs, and that might sound careless, but let me explain, is just 0.5 ETH. Boom. 0.5 to 1 ETH. Boom. Pop it off. Every single one. Every single one. Because that is a small piece of my overall portfolio, right? And so, again, you got to figure that out for yourself. I've got some new training coming out on just portfolio strategy, but use logic here for a second. If you got $1,000 to work with, it's probably not the smartest idea to lock up that $1,000 in an ICO that you won't even get the coins for 30 days. It's not even going to go live for another 3 months. That's assuming there's no delays. You know what I mean? That's a 3 to 6 month game plan minimum before that thing's even kind of out there flowing on an ICO. Day trading's like right now money. Like I got to pay some bills tomorrow. Day trade. An index is like, let me check in on this once a month. Let me see what this thing looks like a year down the road. What I've said with people is that if you're going to get into the Haas spot for the index spot, then you don't have to buy a year up front. But if you're going to commit to this thing, the index spot is not like let's just let this run for a couple weeks and see what it does. No. It's like, it's a set it up and forget about it, okay? So here's what we're going to talk about today. Let me just jump in here. I'm on fire, man. I'm on fire. You guys, you can't even slow me down. You can't even stop me right now. What's up, guys? I didn't say this, but what's up, fam? Thanks for jumping in. Audio's delayed, but we're showing green now, so I think we're good, right? Let me see. Oh no, it is delayed. Wow. Okay. It is delayed a little bit, so bear with the stream. She's trying to catch up. What do we got? 54 people on. Sad. That's okay. That's okay. When they see what we're doing, and YouTube figures out that I'm back, then they'll start cranking it up again. Okay, so here's what happened yesterday. In case you missed it, is the what do we have? We had Royal. Shout out to Royal from Haasbot. He provided us with this guy Franco. Shout out to Franco as well, who basically. Okay, we've been talking a lot about the CCI 30. Let me just pull that up. Bop, 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 bop. The CCI 30 is basically this top 30 index that's been researched by what appears to be really smart people. There's a couple hedge funds now running 100% off of this strategy, off of this index. And so I talked about this. We talked about it when I did the 3,000% ROI video. We talked about it when I introduced the Haas index bot. Now we're talking about it again. You notice? You seen a trend here? So the trend is that this is going to become commonplace talk about indexing, okay? So if you haven't checked this out, Captain, Steph, please, kind sirs, link them up in the chat. Drop it on them. So here's what we got. This index, they've been tracking since 2015. Top 30 index is done phenomenally well. It was 3,000%. It's down to 2,600% for the 52-week change. That's a year change, okay? But you can follow along with this. But the number one question is, Jay, how do you figure out the weight? How do you figure out the weight? I got it. So here's the actual formula. I don't know what the hell that's saying, by the way. Math, not my thing. But somebody did. Somebody did figure it out. Franco figured it out. And he basically created a spreadsheet, which all this is just for the Discord members. Sorry, but you're not getting to YouTube. This is just for the Discord members. But basically, he figured out the weights, the percentages, and the buy and sell threshold. So we literally just take this data and plug it into our Haasbot, and we can set up our very own CCI 30 index. Let that sink in for a sec. I'll give you a minute. I need some water anyway. Okay. You can now make your very own CCI 30 index. An index that right now you do not have access to. You don't know how they're doing it. Unless you have $100,000 to give one of these funds, you have no access. Now you do. That's another part of why you want to join. I think this is the best community by far. That's my goal. Okay, is to facilitate the best cryptocurrency community. And if you don't think that, then whatever. But I guess I don't care. So the Discord community will get access to not only the Google spreadsheet, but also too, we've got like the copy paste sitting there for you. So you just copy paste in the settings, and I was afraid it was going to do this. You just copy paste the settings, and it imports it, because you can do importing in the Haasbot. Most people don't know this. I didn't know this until yesterday, actually. Come on. This is a common thing that actually happens when you're running your own VPS, and my Haasbot is on the VPS. Let's try again. Oh, come on, don't do this to me now on live stream. Don't embarrass me in front of my friend. This is really gonna suck. I didn't even consider this in my whole strategy and game plan. 30 minutes in. You. All right, give it a sec. It'll kick in there now. I'm watching you. Maybe I need a different VPS. VPS stuff, not really my strong suit. We did some of it back in the day when I launched, when we did software, but I wasn't the one doing it. I know like basics. Okay, so you can come into here and import. And so Royal, if you're watching, this is what I was facing yesterday. I'll show you again, because so Royal made an index yesterday. Oh, another golden gem, guys. Another golden gem. Listen to this. You can back test the index. You can back test the index. Mind blown. Okay. So here is, yeah, let me just pull this guy up. I'll show you. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. So Royal, if you're watching, here's the actual problem. So I'm grabbing your code from Pastebin for my import. I've added nothing. Copy paste from the Pastebin. The data is not valid. So I knew that it was going to do this, or assumed it would. So I was going to just work through a couple with you. But before we do that, let me show you a few that I've already got. I thought I deleted that bot, but maybe not. Okay, so here's the Royal example. X out of that. Here's what that looks like. We have it's a B&B based index. This is not running too, by the way. This is not live. This is just a simulation. You can also do simulated accounts with the Haasbot, which works really, really well. So with this one, the reason why I did this is because if you look at B&B, it's been fairly consistent, Binance coin, between like this $8 to $12 range. And so since the 4th. So I went with that because that's, you know, we've established a trend, so to say, a trend channel with B&B. So I think that that you can absolutely get away with doing some B&B pairs. So here we go again. This guy's connecting. We'll just give him a second. All right, so B&B is the root coin. This is where you select the root coin that's driving the index. So for us, it's B&B. The total amount, BTC value, 120 BTC. Again, it's a simulation. Okay, these are based on limit orders to actually execute. And this is back tested over the last 2 weeks. The return was 10%. Okay, so we would have gained 12 B&B over the last 2 weeks running this index. And you can view all the trades. So you can view what it did. Now, that's where we need to really dive in here. So what are we talking about? It's error message. So there's two different types of indexes. There is a more, what's the word I'm looking for? Wow, brain fart. There's a slower and more conservative. There's a more conservative style that you can use with this index, and then there's a more aggressive style you can use with this index. This is more aggressive. Why? Because our buy and sell thresholds are set to 0.1. That means as soon as there's a fluctuation, 0.1%, it's in action. It's in action. Go, 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 go. Buy or sell, buy or sell, buy or sell, buy or sell. So what we're essentially doing with this is we are remodeling this index bot into being a glorified scalper bot. And it's a big ass scalper bot with how many pairs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Quick math. 16 pairs on essentially a scalper bot. Because we've set the threshold so low, that's what it's doing. It's doing just a bunch of quick trades. And so the thing you have to look out for on that, though, is you got to make sure that your fees don't outweigh your gains, okay? Your fees don't outweigh your gains, your exchange fees. But, yeah, you can come through here and see that, okay, also, too, you could weigh out, like, where's the most action? Stop jiggling, desk. I'm on this smaller desk. You usually notice on live streams I'm standing, and this desk is, like, fucking wobbly central. You guys are probably watching like, wow, was he in a boat? All right, so you can go back through and look and see where, like, what coins are generating the most action. This is an index that you don't just sit and forget. No, 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 no. This is an index that you would check daily. And you would keep an eye on all these, so you could set alerts for all of these if you wanted to, meaning that, no, actually you wouldn't have to set alerts necessarily. But what I would set alerts for is new coins to be added and rotated out. So this is like a daily thing. So after you've gotten your coffee, and you've come over here to get a bird's eye view of what's going on with everything, make sure there's no new changes, because we're going to be rolling out changes into this tool every single day. Maybe you do some conversions on some money made from yesterday. You jump on over into your Haasbot. Coffee's still warm. Things are still flowing. The brain's starting to kick on. And you would be looking at this index every day because it is a more aggressive index. And then what you would set up is on TradingView, you'd set up a screener, a new screener for Binance Exchange for new movers and shakers in the last 24 hours. Do you have them on the list? No? Add them. Is there some that you're noticing are completely in the dumps, or like a coin flatlined, or maybe it's not fitting this and it's not showing any action over here on our trade side? Then you'd cycle that out and cycle in a new one. So screener, that's giving you daily alerts, coming in and checking an index like this. Because essentially we're hacking the whole concept of an index. This is not a traditional index at all. Like I said, it's a glorified scalper. A more traditional index would, I think, be 0.5% or higher, maybe even more. But understand that, you know, in the original tutorial video that I shot, I had 5 and 10% sitting here. That's not a lot of trades. Like, so move this. Your trade book is going to be empty, essentially. As soon as it does the original allocation, which shows you right here, there's not going to be a lot of action. So don't expect to see much if the higher you have this set up. So your threshold is going to make the difference. And again, if you're doing a CCI 30, I would probably set that to like a 1 to 3%. No, wait, he already did that. I lied. Yeah, we already have our buy and sell threshold set for the full top 30. So with the CCI 30, it's already sorted for you. And this is based off the same algorithm that this uses. So again, if you're in the Discord, then you get access to it. If not, I'm sorry. We'll open up the Discord soon. But that's for people who want to raise their hand and just say, hey, Jay, I'm not a freeloader. I want to be a part of what you've got. I think that this community is special. I think you guys got something here. Boom, that's for you guys, okay? So yeah, this has got the buy and sell threshold. So if you were running that, then you see 3, 1, 2%. This action is going to be a lot lower. Okay. Oh, sweet. Oh, is it 9 a.m.? No, it's 8:30. Okay. So here's another look. I back tested this. You can back test for 2 weeks. Just come in here, check this out. 2 hours all the way down to 2 weeks. The root coin is BNB. 100 BTC value. Here's my breakdown. I hold 20% in BNB, and these are all the pairs that I've got. Here's my settings. So some of them have 10% holding, the rest 5. Everything here is set to 0.5 on both sides. Back tested over the last 2 weeks, 4%. So that's 8% a month. A question people are going to have watching this is, Jay, a beginner license has the index bot. I can set up 2 bots with the beginner license. So I could set up my CCI 30 and just leave it alone. And I could set up a more aggressive index like this one, or like Royal's example that I just showed you. And what I think you got to do is, I think you got to make, was it 8% a month on $1,000. So if you had $1,000 index running, if you made 8% gain per month, you will make well over $300, because a beginner 3-month license is like $300 or $400. So with current BTC value, and use promo code CryptoJunkie to get 20% off. Come on. Like, one of the only actual promo codes out there is ours. That's why I share it so much. Yeah, yeah. No, it's because I love the bot, actually. And with the new index bot just coming in here, yeah, it's a whole new level. And a lot more fun to be had on this, too. So all you need to make is 8% per month on a $1,000 index to cover the cost of the bot. Here's 4% right here, 2 weeks. Back tested 2 weeks, 4%. That's 9%, well, 4.7, so 9% a month. This would do it. And then you've also got the CCI 30 running, or you could choose to do a CCI 30, just let that go, leave that alone, and then come and do some day trading, right? Like, the index bots don't necessarily need to pay for the license. We got the Mad Hatter bot, which level 1 trading in the community now is almost exclusively set up for newbies to come in and just focus on the Mad Hatter strategy for 30 days. Just nothing else. Mad Hatter. Boom, 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 boom. You're going to become amazing at RSI, reading candles, volume, level 2, MACD, basic patterns, wedges, divergences, kind of. You're going to get really great at that, and Bollinger Bands. And then you could just take that manual trading process that you're doing, put it into the bot. There's a Mad Hatter bot. It's the same thing. See what I'm going with this? See where we're going? So, yeah, it blows my mind how there's so many tools falling in sync now. And maybe I'm missing it. Maybe I'm not seeing it. But it just seems like less and less people are like, we're giving you the keys. We're not charging for it, right? Like, let's face it. You can charge thousands of dollars for this. We could wrap a pretty name on it, like the Mad Hatter bot. We could make a detailed tutorial series on it. We could sell this thing for $97 and $9.97 all day long. I sold digital products. I made $6 million off of selling digital products. I know that we could sell the shit out of this thing, okay? And people would line up to buy it. Here's why. They want to make money, essentially, but people would value that information way more because they paid $1,000 or $100 for it. Don't discredit the fact that we're literally laying out an entire foundation and path for you. Don't discredit that because it's a YouTube live stream, okay? It doesn't mean that it doesn't work, okay? And what blows my mind is the more I talk about this shit, I'm seeing less and less people do it. So you got to figure that out for yourself. You got to decide if, like, right now you're sick and tired of everything. There's people now that have lost their entire fucking life savings on lending programs. Like, when are you going to get serious with this? If it's today, great. Here's what you do. We laid it all out. You know, it's boom, there it is right there. Watch this video. Watch the last 5 videos on this channel. Right? How much time are we rolling on here? 41 minutes. God damn, Jay, shut up. 41 minutes. Spend a couple hours and go through this stuff. And you'll see, you'll start to connect the dots. You got an index. You've got day trading. You move that into botting, which scales your efforts, removes emotion. You know what I mean? There's guys making $5,000, $6,000 a month off of these bots, running just a couple Mad Hatters. Maybe even more. Haasbot, I hope they don't mind me saying this. Haasbot is the only bot that has big hedge funds using it. Big hedge funds use Haasbot because it's the most functional. It's got the, well, it's not the most functional. It's the best on the market. That's the simplest way I can put it, okay? It's not perfect. There's bugs in it, but it gives you the most functionality within an actual bot, okay? You get the most settings. You get the most pieces that you can dial in the bot, all right? That's why hedge funds use it. I don't know of any other bot that can say that. And I don't want to turn this into a comparison of bots. I hate that shit. They all serve a different purpose. You know, like some bots are beginner bots. They are for people who do not want to learn trading. They just want to start botting right now and they can start making money. And then there are bots for people who know already enough of what's going on and then they can scale their efforts. That's what this is. So a hedge fund already has strategies that they use. They have a floor of traders, floor of experts that are just working all day long. They use this to scale efforts, okay? Scale efforts. The index stuff we use to add in some legs, to add in some and hedge risk to our portfolio. Okay, let me jump into this now, and I'll add a couple just to show you how easy this is. So right now, it always starts off because my core coin is BTC. BTC is showing 100%. So we just click on add a coin. First one's going to be ETH. Where are ya? Oh, I got to bump that down, and that way the search bar shows up. Okay. A little CSS issue there. So let me come into my spreadsheet here. 12, 4, 5, 3, and 3. Okay, 3 and 3, add another coin. What's the next one? Light. XRP. Okay, XRP, and what are those percentages? This is all I'm doing. 84433. Boom, add another coin. Save, always save. Always save your work. And then that's it. I just keep adding them one by one. Or if the import works, then, and we've given you the code in the Discord, you can just import it yourself. And that's it. And then you click start, and that bad boy starts running. Or you could just back test it and decide how long you want to back test for, up to 2 weeks. And then you can get a gauge on how well this index will perform. You can't do that. Like, you can't back test an index. That I love. Like, you notice, smile ear to ear, because you just can't do that shit. So you can back test your indexes, back test your bias, essentially. Make sure you're not crazy. Make sure that you actually know that what you've come up with is a good idea if you don't want to follow this, or you could just keep it really easy. And you make your own CCI 30, set that up, get it running, do some day trading, set up some Flash Crash or some Mad Hatter bots. That pays for the bot license. Like, the bot license cost should be irrelevant, essentially. And that's how I think that we really can pre-qualify people, is because when their first question is asking the price, that's when you kind of know that they're not really ready for that, okay? Whether their portfolio is hurting from other things or they're just not really ready for that. If you got to question the price, then you don't see the value. And if you don't see the value, I think that speaks a little bit more to experience level versus functionality, tool set, features, and benefits, okay? Yeah, I hope you guys don't mind me saying that. I'm not trying to say that to insult either. But if you're not ready, you're not ready. So get into level 1, do some Mad Hatter, and then, oh, cool. There's already people in the Discord talking about it and wanting the info. All right, let me jump into some. Let me jump into the chat. Yeah, there's quite a bit of bots out there. There's Profit Trailer, which I bought. I've never used. I think I might do a giveaway and just give that away. I have zero desire to use it, honestly. I was going to start shooting some tutorial videos. Why? I love Haasbot. Why would I bother? I'm open to new things. Absolutely. I just don't have the capacity for it, I don't think, right now. I got to decide that, and then I'll let you guys know. Maybe I'll do a giveaway for it, though, if I don't use it. Never even installed it. Nothing. So there's Profit Trailer. There's Crypto Hopper. There's all kinds. And there's a lot of other channels that are exclusively talking about Crypto Hopper and Profit Trailer. That's not this channel. It's not this channel. Yeah, real worthy. What I would say is this. If you're, well, first off, you're trying to run a Mad Hatter bot off of BTC to USD. That's the first problem. Don't do that. So the core fundamental strategy, you got to go back through those videos, is we're looking for a coin that's riding. We're trying to buy in at the bottom of the Bollinger Band, sell at the top. Buy in at the bottom, sell off at the top. You can obviously use it differently to swing. There's a guy, Cosmos, in the community. He's using the Mad Hatter to essentially swing, which is like using it, and the trades are executing over maybe like hours and days. But overall, like the strategy is like in and out scalp trading. That's the whole point of that strategy. So yeah, I'm with you. You will probably not get a single Mad Hatter working on BTC US dollar. Yeah, nice. All right, we got a lot of the team coming in now. We got them coming on the stream. Thanks for popping in, guys. Appreciate it. These are people that are in the chat all day long. They're in the voice channels all day long. These are people you want to get around. Yo, what's happening? All right, let me scroll up. I know there's a little delay. Maverick, I agree. It's a big problem in crypto. You know, a lot of people, well, it's the same thing with internet marketing. If I wouldn't have seen internet marketing kind of grow from the very beginning, I would have really not understood what I'm seeing right now. So I got to see internet marketing almost start completely, okay? Which was an entire market of people who were trying to get rich off of teaching people how to get rich. Very confusing, I know. And people trying to get rich off of selling training and helping others market online, essentially. And a lot of people to this day really don't like internet marketing. They think it's scummy. They think it's scammy. But seeing that, I see I know what I'm looking at. With crypto, same thing. A ton of people are sold into this market to get rich quick. It's still in such an early stage that a lot of people, they're just jumping from shiny thing to shiny thing. Oh, now this guy's got to figure it out. Now this guy's got to figure it out. Now this he's giving away money. Now this guy's giving away money. It's ridiculous. And you'll have that. You'll have that continue to happen, just jumping from opportunity to opportunity. Years down the road, after these people have lost probably their entire life savings, they will realize that they should have just probably stuck with one thing. That's true for all investing, though. And that it sucks. I'm not trying to talk about it like nonchalantly like it doesn't matter. But just understand that it's not just people doing this in crypto. People are doing stupid shit in every single market all over the world. In regular traditional stock market, people are investing their life savings right now into shit they don't fundamentally understand or care about. They're just trying to get rich quick. And so we'll keep seeing that. We'll keep seeing that happen happen in crypto. We'll just keep seeing it happen over and over again. All right. Also, too, you don't run the Mad Hatter for like 10 minutes. Real worthy, if you're not, you need to get in the Discord. Oh, Cosmos, way to shut me down. So Cosmos has a running Mad Hatter on BTC US dollar, and it's working for him. Cool. I like being wrong. I'm not talking about different Discords, Redneck. I'm talking about different channels within a Discord. Real worthy, you gotta figure that out. You gotta figure out your fees and bake that into your strategy. I know it's not 9 a.m. Singapore time. I said 9 a.m. I was gonna go live. I got excited. I was wound up, man. I got back from the gym. I'm pumped. Here we go. Cool. So yeah, Cosmos has one. He's in a Discord all the time. I'm looking at him. He's in a voice chat right now. You could be chatting with him. Fair enough. At least you can laugh at it, you know. Just keep trying. Like, don't give up. It's okay. The channels in Discord, I don't really know how to break this down for you. It's fairly straightforward. They're all, everything has like a hash or a pound symbol next to it, and those are the different channels. And then there's categories where a bunch of channels are underneath that category. Good. Crypto Nurse is learning a lot in the Discord. That's good. This is the year, man. I want people to make extra small money. Thousands, hundreds of thousands, and I would love to have the first crypto junkie millionaire this year. I'd love it. Absolutely love it. Cool. He says he's lurking mainly since there's so much in there. Got it. Yes, if you're not already in the Discord, it's shut down. Open registration. You might be able to find a old registration link somewhere, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, Cosmos is sharing his settings on the daily, the Mad Hatter settings. Most people hide that. You know what I mean? Like, most people, they're not going to share that with you. That's making them money. Not just going to come out and say, hey, guys, here's how you make a bunch of money. Here's the settings. You know, realize that that's how the rest of the world works. In the Discord, we've facilitated, and in our inner community, let's call it, we've facilitated a little bit different of an environment. There's a lot of people in there that they won't share anything with you. There's a lot of people that will. I love that. Yeah, Cosmos is basically the Mad Hatter at this point. And so what did he do? He came in brand new and just applied himself, stayed up. Literally, I think this guy stayed up day and night for like days on end. And just threw himself all the way into the deep end, learned the crap out of the bot, and now is doing it. Yeah, at that point, it might turn into bot wars. I doubt it, because you got to run a couple that you're not sharing the settings on too, you know, and then a lot that you are. And the point of it is not so that people just come in and idiots come in and duplicate the bot and, oh, yay, now I'm running it too. That's not really the point. What you got to look at is the deep structure to things. So, you know, Albert Einstein came out and talked all the time. We don't have 15 Albert Einsteins now. So, you know, he basically gave you the keys to the castle. It doesn't mean that we have 15 Albert Einsteins. So you got to look at the deep structure and the deep structure of what is actually going on to generate that. So at first, great. If you want to come in and snag some settings, awesome. What you're going to eventually realize is that when you put your results in somebody else's hands, it's scary business. Just like if you're blindly following somebody's TA on Twitter, and just because they have 30,000 followers, you're like, oh yeah, it seems like he's smart. No, don't do that. When you put your financial future in somebody else's hands, it's an awful idea. Terrifying, really. Don't do that. You can start there, but don't stay there. There's a difference. Start there, but don't stay there, especially with bot settings. Yeah, and like I said, you know, the settings that you do will be a little bit different. Also, too, copying somebody's settings doesn't always guarantee the same result either. Nice. Oh, they're not legitimate followers. You bought followers. You phony Cosmos buying followers. Your shit's good enough. Just let it grow organically, brother. All right, what other questions do we got? Yeah, he probably will win that, actually. Also, too, just a heads up, we got some more bot giveaways. I'm going to be giving away some more Haas licenses coming up in the next 2 weeks. We got the day trade challenge still going on with KuCoin. KuCoin exchange is very different than Binance, in case you didn't know. And so volume and squeezes in Bollinger Band matter more on KuCoin because there's less bots. I don't actually think there's any bots on KuCoin. I think there's literally 0 bots. So yeah, KuCoin is very different. I wanted to do a challenge on that exchange because it will force you to understand the fundamentals of the Mad Hatter strategy especially. And I think that's an easy one that you could just apply to this. So that is running until March 15th, remember. So you still got quite a bit of time. You got what, 15, 16, 17 days left. So much can happen in 17 days. Somebody said this the other day, and I'll agree with it, is it's very easy to win my contests because nobody does them. Nobody sticks with it. And again, it's a shit test. A 60-day day trade challenge? Like, come on, dude. Is that necessary? No. But it shows me who's actually willing to put in the work. Who's actually willing to put in the work? Because understand, like, we're going to grow out a team of traders in the community, and I'm going to have them integrated with the community in different ways. So what do I need to constantly be on the lookout for as like the leader? I need to be on the lookout for the guys who are really applying themselves to the strategies, to the fundamentals, to the contests. And that's how I'm like watching people, you know what I mean, in the community. And that's how I'm gauging like who am I going to reach out to next to help roll into the community at a deeper level and give them more, more whatever. Okay. Cool. Any other questions before I wrap it up? 58 minutes, man. Just zipped through this one today. Should I bother going back through? Should I try it? Oh, I almost forgot. Let me just double check this so I don't misspeak. Okay, still haven't gotten a response. Remember all the tax stuff? Trying to get a tax guy, girl, come on, answer some questions. Some couldn't. Some were too afraid. Some, because I talked about BitConnect, they couldn't. Finally. It looks like finally. Wednesday. If so, I will... I don't know. I want to do a live stream, but maybe not. If we don't do a live stream, I'll do a video Q&A and upload it to the channel. And then obviously, we're going to be plugging his services. But thanks, Royal, for connecting me there. A lot of people I've reached out to, you know, probably a good dozen or so. And I get it. You know, a lot of things are still new in crypto, but it's been fairly hard to lock down a tax guy. I don't know. Maybe they just don't like me. Did I ever get out to Asia to meet with Crypto Clover? Yes, I did. I went out there last month. I'm going out to Vietnam for a month coming up in just a couple days. And so I'm sure I'll be hanging out with him more because he's in Vietnam right now. So yeah. Yeah, Cosmos, there's going to be a new bot challenge coming up, baby. Ooh, yeah. Because now we got all these guys manually trading the Mad Hatter strategy. I want to create incentive for somebody that's done that can now have the bot, that can now scale their efforts. And I'm gonna help them do that, you know, by getting them a bot. Have I changed the way you look at bots after the change in tax laws? Kind of. You gotta obviously have a bigger gain percentage. Yes, that's also true. So I hope I mentioned this, but if I didn't, then let me mention it crystal clearly. If you've got a bot like this, understand that, or any bot that scalps, every single trade is a taxable event. Every single trade executed, stop shaking desk, is a taxable event. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. You got to equate that into your percentages. Ballpark it. You can't do that exactly. Need a tax bot? Probably. Over 10% a month I'm doing off a Haasbot in terms of profit. And I'm barely using it. It's one of those things, right? Like, you have access to one of the best tools, and I was so caught up in doing lending platforms, and oh my God, idiot. We all fall for it though, right? So now that that's gone, I've been refocusing back on bots, you know? You know what I'm saying? Bots and trading, indexes. If you just set up the CCI 30, there's very few amounts of trades in comparison to a scalp strategy that you'd be running per day, per month, per year. So that one would be fine. Yeah, I need a tax bot to tax on your taxes because crypto. Oh my God, that's confusing. Tax on your taxes. Yeah. All right, cool. What else? Any other questions? Thanks so much for jumping on the stream with me, guys. I really appreciate it. I love the support that I get from this community. This community, I'm telling you, we're the best out there. Not because we're the smartest, just because it's an all-in-one community where there's a ton of people doing a lot of things. They're willing to help and support each other. It's beautiful. This is what crypto is supposed to be. So if you want to get in on that, registration will open up again soon. If you can find an old link floating around somewhere, cool. Come on in. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, guys. Yeah, I want 100K subs, like now. I mean, there's channels that I don't think at all should have 100K subs that have 100K subs. I deserve 100K subs. We deserve 100K subs. I'm just being honest, man. If they got 100K subs, fuck, man. Look at the stuff we talk about. Look at this stuff. Look at what we're doing. They're talking stupid shit. News. Opinions. Oh, check this out. So when I go to the gym, I'm listening to this guy again. There it is. Glare effect. Intelligent Investor. New version. On Audible, I listen to it 1.5 the speed. I listen to it when I'm doing cardio to warm up. I listen to it while I'm training. I listen to it lower, so it's just going into subconscious. And then I'm listening to the music that they're playing in the gym. Beautiful way. And you just keep re-listening to it. And what you notice is that you just start integrating this stuff. Like, out of nowhere, you're just different. And it's because what you're doing is essentially when you put it on a lower volume, it's just speaking to your subconscious. So you don't consciously have to pay attention. You don't have to, okay, I'm listening. I'm listening. You don't have to do that. It's a very interesting way to learn and digest new data and new information. And I've been doing it for years, and I can vouch that it works. I don't know how. I don't know the science. I don't care. It works. Yeah, that's very true, Crypto Black. College students with that debt, with that that limited budget you guys are working with, that's why we keep giving stuff away. So, you know, hang in there, keep fighting the fight with your day trading efforts, and we'll have some more bot giveaways soon. Why do I don't want a huge following. I want huge impact. And I want that impact to grow. So that could mean 2 people that go, and then, you know, the impact on them is so great that they go and, who knows, change the world. Or that could be 1 million people. I don't care about audience size. I care about impact. Ah, Mac 10, you little scoundrel, you. Dropping your link. Mintbuilder.nz, if you guys want to sign up under Mac 10, one of the strongest mint builder teams in the game. So you listen to trading strategies when you go to sleep and listen to it. Good. I like it. That's a great way to use it. But what you got to work out is you got to work out the speed that you're listening to it, and you got to the volume too. Because sometimes I notice when I'm doing that, it will keep me up. Because you got to think of brainwave frequency. So there's delta, theta, beta, alpha, and then gamma. So if I'm listening to techno music or like EDM and I'm trying to go to sleep, never going to happen. Because the brainwave pattern that puts you in is a very alert state. So listening to somebody's words has a very similar effect. I listen to things slower, actually, when I'm trying to sleep. Not faster. I don't know what happened to old Roy Murphy. Fake Dr. Roy Murphy. It's a good thing they got him out of the Mint Builder stuff, though. Just putting a bad smear on a good thing. I don't know why you'd have to lie about that. Like, why would you lie about being a doctor? Really needs validation. That's what that tells me. When somebody's got to lie about like what they do or what they've done, really seeking validation through the internet. But he wasn't an egomaniac because he was never showing his face. So I don't know. Whatever. Any good audiobooks that I recommend? Are you kidding me, Maverick? Have you seen my Audible? Is this gonna show up or no? Shit. No, it's because it's white on white. I'll post pictures in the book club, the personal optimization. Okay, have I done that? I didn't. I'll post screenshots of all my library. This is one. I have 2 Audible accounts. I don't know why I ever did that. Really stupid. So now I have to use 2 devices. Yeah. The book for this month, for the book club, we got 2 days out. And then the book for this month was Full of Bull. Do What Wall Street. I don't know what the rest of it is. Full of Bull by Stephen McLean. I think the next one... What's the next one I wanted to listen to? Oh, Market Wizards. Who gave me that one? Nefarious, I think, gave me that one. Thanks, bro. If you haven't listened to The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham, do it. It's going to challenge your bias. It's going to challenge your beliefs. Especially if you're get rich quick. It's going to really break you. Yeah, guys, I don't want to get into all that stuff. But just move on. Find a way to move on with what's happened to you. Remember, it's presenting something. It's presenting some gold to you. Be bigger than your emotions and your feelings to be able to recognize that and try and learn and grow from that experience. That's all we can do. Okay, it wasn't you. All right, guys, that's it for the stream today. Thank you so much for tuning in. The replay will be up soon on the channel, so you can check that out. Man, I think we went through some straight fire today. If you haven't, you can get your Haasbot 20% off with the promo code CryptoJunkie. We still have the ongoing VPN deal too. NordVPN, 77% off. CryptoJ, I think, is the promo code there. I don't know why they did that. Yeah, Crypto J, 77% off NordVPN. The only other person I've seen doing the same discount is, what's his name? Phil DeFranco. Yeah, he copied us, okay? I'm coming for you, Phil. I'm just kidding. But he has literally the same deal with NordVPN now. I was sad when I saw that. I thought we were the only one. Cool. You got 20% off the link last week. Everything you need is under the video. If you want to reach out to us, cryptojunkies@protonmail.com. I don't really get to the email stuff that often. We got 5-10 ICO requests a day, all kinds of stuff in that. So I don't get to it that often. Sorry. But I will get to it eventually. And that's it. We'll be back this week, hopefully with another live stream. I'd love the tax live stream. That'd be great. But maybe just Q&A style, and I'll upload the video. I don't know. We'll see. That's it for today. We'll see ya.